judge her.
At the beginning of this year, I made it a goal to put myself out there more. And I'll be real with you, it was pretty terrifying. For all of my life, I've struggled with being open and sharing my thoughts and feelings with the people around me. And to this day, I still do. And it's not that they don't provide this space for me, but I think it's just easier for me to express what I feel through the things I make. And because of that, I think a big reason why I was so afraid of sharing the work that I wanted to put out was because it was a direct reflection of a part of me that I've never learned to feel comfortable presenting to other people. And I thought that by putting it out there, it would give an open space for people to judge or form opinions against things that were really personal to me. And I don't think I'm alone in feeling this way. I think a lot of artists put their hearts and souls into their work, and there's always this fear that it won't be interpreted the way it was intended, or it doesn't end up having the impact that was expected. And that can be really scary and discouraging. But one thing that I've learned not only from producing work and putting it on the internet, but also from just being around people in general, is that other people's perspectives are not up to us. And I know that seems obvious, but sometimes I think we forget. When we publish a piece of work, we have to remember that although that piece belongs to us, it's also a part of the world now once we decide to share it. And as much as it'd be selfish to keep those works hidden and to ourselves, it would also be selfish to think that we should have control over the emotions that other people feel when they perceive the things that we put out. Because I don't think that's the point of art. I think the best way to describe it is by this quote from a show that I've been watching recently.
But isn't the point of art less what people put into it and more what people get out of it?
Is that the point of art?
Maybe. Or maybe art doesn't need a point.
I think it's kind of cool to know that 10 different people can feel 10 different things towards the same piece of work. Because within that, there's so many other interpretations that you could have never envisioned when you were making it. And I think we can take this idea and apply it to ourselves with people and their perceptions on us and who we are. Every action that you make and every experience that someone has with you kind of accumulates to create a very specific version of you in their head. A version that you'd never really be able to see or have control over. And although that's kind of scary to think about, it can also be really comforting. Because sometimes we're not always our biggest fan, but someone else is. And we can never really know that unless we open ourselves up for that opportunity. And to that, I think we should be grateful for anyone who has and will take the time to think of us and our work with perspectives that we could have never imagined.